One right after Beat The Burglar.
How safe do you think your house is? Could a burglar get in this easy? We've scoured the nation to find out just how vulnerable Britain's houses are. But never fear, because with a bit of common sense and a lot of expert advice, you too can beat the burglar. Busy parents can be forgetful parents. And today, a distracted father of two will have his home broken into while he watches every disturbing detail.
There's no need for help. He's not human being doing that.
Just to see how exposed he and his children might be. Welcome to Warrington, home of single dad Dave. Dave looks after his two daughters, 2-year-old Poppy and 4-year-old Seren, as well as a whole host of pets. Next door, in a far more secure house, lives good neighbour and married mum of 2, security-conscious Shelley. Dave, how long have you been here?
About 6 years now.
All right. And I can tell, looking around here, that this isn't really your house at all, is it?
No, it's for the kids mainly.
It is?
Well, I do enjoy it.
It's like a shrine in here to your children. Everywhere I look, there's toys. There's about 4 garden sheds there full of toys. There's trampolines, there's cartoon characters, there's goldfish, rabbits, all apart from one tiny little spot in the whole house over there.
I've got my computer.
That's your spot, the rest of it is for the kids?
Yeah, pretty much so.
How old are they?
4 and 2.
Would I be right in saying that security isn't on the top of your list of priorities?
No.
How far on the list is it, Dave?
Probably behind Days Out and videos.
Is it actually on a list?
No.
Okay. What about the neighbourhood? Have there ever been any instances around here?
There was one a couple of years ago, but I wasn't too bothered about it.
Right. Now, most people, when a burglary happens very close, would all of a sudden they'd sharpen up their home security. What did you do?
I went Chester Zoo.
You're terrible, aren't you? Give me a typical scenario. What would you do if you was going to go out to work? How would you lock the house up?
I'd shut the door behind me.
That's it?
That's it, yeah.
What about conservatory? Did you lock that?
Mostly, yeah. Most of the times.
You smirked. You felt ashamed for a second there, didn't you? You don't, do you?
Yeah, I'd say I'd check it, yeah.
Occasionally?
Yeah.
And the front door, I noticed when I came in, you got a cylinder lock there.
Yeah.
And a hole where a deadlock should be.
Yeah.
That cylinder lock is really, really loose. I mean, to get a decent lock on there, it's going to cost you 40, 50 quid.
Yeah.
Would you not think that's money well spent?
No, because that 40 or 50 quid is a day out to Blackpool for me and the kids, so it's not on top of my list, so...
There's a flip side to that coin. If your house is very lax, your girls could end up getting upset if the house was burgled or they lost a lot of their things.
Yeah.
Had you thought about that?
Just then.
Just then?
Yeah.
Why do you think you've never been burgled?
Lucky, I suppose. We've got good neighbours as well.
You have?
Yeah, we've got good neighbours.
All around?
Yeah, pretty much so.
And do they tend to try and keep an eye out for you?
Yeah, they do. In fact, Shelley will probably be coming in for a cup of tea in a bit from next door.
Hello, Shelley.
Hello.
You all right?
How long have you been Dave's neighbour for?
About 6 or 7 years.
So really, you were there before he moved in?
I was.
And have you got children yourself?
I have. I've got 2 children, 1 little girl and a little boy.
How old?
Little girl's 5 and my little boy's 9.5 weeks.
And does your girl come over and play with Dave's girls?
All the time, every day.
Why do you think Dave has such a lax attitude to security?
He's just so laid back. I don't know why. He just really is laid back, and I personally would be a lot more secure than what he is, but he just doesn't really bother. He doesn't bother about anything. His kids come first and that's it.
Why is your house so secure?
Well, my husband works nights and he's a good DIY man, so he just makes sure I'm all safe when he's working nights.
Right, are you a DIY man?
No.
I didn't think so. Is this half the reason your house is so bad as far as security goes? Because you don't know how to do it, or you can't be bothered, or whatever?
I can't be bothered.
Although Dave thinks he's always putting his children first, he could actually be putting them at risk by ignoring basic home security. Mike Fraser now runs an extremely successful business, but nearly 30 years ago, he was in the business of burglary. After receiving a number of convictions at the age of 17, Mike went straight. But he's agreed to make a comeback just to help us show how lax some people's security can be. While Mike cases the area, Dave says goodbye to the kids who are off to spend the day with Grandma.
See you later. See you later.
Shelley's back at her home looking after her baby, so this gives me the chance to take a guided tour of Dave's house. Dave, this is probably the only area in the whole house which I think we could call yours, isn't it? Now, what do we got here? PC. How old's it?
12 months.
Oh, OK, so it's still quite new. How devastated would you be if that went?
It's the pictures mainly. The unit I'm not bothered about. I've got pictures of the kids on there.
OK, are they backed up anywhere?
No.
Why not?
I'll do it after.
Oh, yeah. Tomorrow. Manana. And a Warrington Wolves signed rugby ball. I assume that's probably worth a bit to you, is it?
Well, you can take everything else, leave that.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, I better put it back. Show me the next room.
Okay.
All right, Dave, the lounge.
Front room, you're up north now.
Oh, OK, I stand corrected. Front
Okay.
room. Right, big TV, tons of VHSs everywhere I look. I mean, there's more here than most rental shops have got. And what's that?
Security.
See, you are security conscious. How's it work? What have I got to do now?
Down there. There you go.
Oh, simple as that?
Yep.
Not quite enough to actually stop a burglar, though.
Unless they're 5 years old.
Fair enough, good point. Right, tons of electrical gear here. DVD, VHS, satellite systems, more videos. Are these particularly valuable?
Not them, but I'm proud and enjoying my Disney collection.
Oh, let's have a look. These ones here.
Yeah.
Now, to me, videos like this, you just nip down the shops, pay 10 quid and replace them. So why are they valuable to you?
Well, the top ones, yeah, but the bottom ones, there's some rare ones there, first editions.
Oh, really? A bit like, first edition books?
Yeah.
Yeah? So can you actually replace them, or are they sort of irreplaceable?
You could probably find them off a collector, but they would be quite expensive.
Well, this is very obviously your room, Dave, because there's a big sticker that says Dave's room on the door.
You like that?
That would help a burglar, won't it? Now, Dave, what's all this? Guitars?
Yep.
Do you play?
I try.
How good are you?
Okay, my bedroom alone.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Right, OK. But as I'm looking over there are black boxes, there's hi-fis, there's amplifiers, speakers, DVDs, the whole lot. You look like a roadie for AC/DC.
I wish.
What in here would upset you the most if it was stolen?
Apart from my old guitar, probably the fob watch that I got on my 21st birthday.
Oh, right, and how old are you now?
34.
Right, so you've had it 13 years, and who was that from?
It was from me mum and my dad.
Are they both still around?
My dad's not, no.
Oh, OK, well, I'm sorry to hear that, but that's obviously very sentimental
Yeah.
to you. OK, let's have a look at the girls' room. So, Dave, is this your little princess's room?
It is.
Did you decorate this?
I did.
Do you know how I can tell? That border is lopsided. Look at it. It's at that angle.
It's got character.
Well, yeah, he's definitely got that. It's very pink as well.
Yeah.
Now, they're only 2 and 4, aren't they?
Yep.
What would upset them the most if a burglar came in here?
Probably if they took the cuddly toys. There's not much in here otherwise.
I even noticed one of them is another Wolves mascot, isn't it?
Wolfie.
Are you trying to brainwash them?
Yeah.
OK, so they'd be very upset about the toys.
Yeah.
What about you? How would you feel if a burglar came in here?
It's indescribable. I couldn't imagine anybody coming in this room.
Dave's things mean a lot to him. Some financially, but most for sentimental reasons. But for a burglar, there's no room for sentiment. Mike, why would a house like this appeal to a burglar?
It looks a good house. No car on the drive. Could mean nobody's in. I
Yeah.
like that.
Well, obviously, there could be a chance of somebody indoors, so how are you going to get around that?
Well, you'll knock the door, ring the bell, check it out, see if anyone answers.
And if somebody does, what would you do?
Just say, is John in? Fred in?
And then just go off on your merry way?
Yeah, just move on to the next.
I have noticed that there's kids playing around, there's cars going past, it's very, very, very busy. It's like a hive of activity here. Surely that must be a nightmare for a burglar.
No, it isn't, because you just blend in. You don't look suspicious. I could be just walking through. Do you know what I mean? It's not a cul-de-sac, so I'm not going to a dead end. I could walk round the corner, come back as many times as I like.
As Dave's main priority has always been his children, he gives no time or thought to his home security. And I smell trouble ahead. So I've asked crime prevention expert Mike Farrell to join me and tell me whether he thinks Dave's house will be child's play to a burglar. I'm glad to see you brought a brolly, Mike.
Yeah, I sure have, Don.
Right, where are we going to start?
Difficult to know where to start, Dom. There's so many places here. I've got so many concerns about this place, but I think the front door's as good a place as any.
OK, Mike, what's your concern here, then?
OK, first of all, the lock there is not used. It's sort of in some sort of disrepair. He obviously never used it. What it's there for, I'm not quite sure.
It's hanging off, look.
I'll be looking for some sort of really decent security on the front door there, Dom. I'd be looking at, as I say, a 5-lever mortise deadlock. And to make sure, of course, that he knows, that the householder knows that it is next to a glazed area, they could reach through that and open that if the key was left in, so he'd never ever leave the key inside a lock like that. We've got a garage door that's obviously in a state of in pretty poor repair, I've got to say. We've got to remember that inside there, if there's an integral door, that's a door that leads from the garage into the house, which quite often there is. It's got to be treated as an external door, just as you would treat a back door, and make sure we get the same security features on there.
Now, Mike, they are a shambles. Are they worth repairing?
I would say not, no. I would say they're pretty much beyond repair. Another point of concern there, the 2-wheeler bins there, you know, number one, they can be used, quite often used as a climbing aid. Burglars will use them to climb on top of, to get to the next story or whatever it may be.
Right.
And the second reason, of course, is they're quite often used as the wheelbarrow, you know, to take away the ill-gotten gains, the stolen goods.
Yeah, of course, when you get loads in there, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Right, Mike, what concerns you around here?
Well, we've got a whole host of stuff across here, Don. We've got an old washing machine, old chairs and stuff like that. I mean, again, those are climbing aids, you know, again, to get them up to get a would-be burglar up onto the first floor, onto the extension roof here, onto the conservatory roof or wherever it may be. So all this should be sort of cleared away, really, and sort of tidied up.
And that's not a good sign, is it? Fence panel up against the building?
Yeah, again, that fence panel could be something a burglar could use to actually climb onto the extension roof there. I would suggest that the panel has come out of the fencing line, which may be nice and convenient. You know, the children may be sort of bopping backwards and forwards between the gardens, which is fine for them. But we've got to remember that, you know, if a burglar can get access into this part here, then he can get access into the next door neighbour's garden as well. So really, the weaknesses on the security on this property are actually compromising the security of his next door neighbour. Across into the garden there, we've actually got a number of sheds. And I can see across to that shed now, there's no lock on that one there. It's just a bolt on the door there, which needs looking at.
There's plenty of improvements needed around here, isn't there?
Yeah, there is indeed, Dom, yeah.
OK, thanks, Mike.
OK.
Dave, after spending some time with you, it's very obvious that you have a very laid-back attitude to not just to your home security, but also life in general.
Yeah.
Nothing seems to worry you.
Very little.
Well, we're now at the point where a burglar will be breaking into this house very, very shortly. How does that make you feel?
I'm not bothered yet. The bit in the when we were upstairs in the kids' room was a bit worrying, but no, it's maybe not sunk in yet. Maybe it'll be different later.
That's the only time you felt any emotions?
Yeah.
In the girls' room?
Yeah.
OK. Are you still happy for us to go ahead with this?
Yeah, no problem.
You amaze me. You're not worried at all, are you? What I'm going to do then, I'm going to ask you to lock up your house, but do it in the same way that you would do normally. Don't do anything differently, and I'll catch up with you later on.
All right, mate.
While Dave locks up, I'm off to meet Mike Fraser, the man who's waiting to burgle his house. In Dave's typical blasé manner, he grabs his keys, wallet, coat, and he just lets the door slam shut behind him. Hello, Mike.
I don't.
You had a look?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, for a start, the front door looks weak. It does look pretty weak. There's only one lock on it from what I could see. And also the garage is starting to rot. So I'd say there's not a lot of high maintenance on that. If I get a problem with the garage or the door, I'll go down the side.
How are you feeling yourself about this burglary?
I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm confident. I think I'll get in here. I really do.
OK, well, let's see how you get on.
OK.
Catch you later.
See you, Doc.
Cameras have been placed all around the house to monitor every minute detail of Mike's movements. With the kids safely at Grandma's, Dave is waiting in our dedicated observation room for the burglary to begin. Worried-looking Shelley has returned to give him her full support. All right, Dave and Shelley, here we are, moments away from your house being burgled. How you feeling?
I'm all right.
You are, aren't you?
Yeah.
Cool as a cucumber.
Well, we'll see what it brings. We'll see what the images bring, so...
OK. Shelley, how do you feel? Just bear in mind this is the house next door to you now.
Oh, I'm wetting myself. I get frightened of anything like that. Definitely.
That's amazing. This is your neighbours getting more scared than you. Right, I'm going to ring the burglar now. Tell him to go ahead and get started. At any time throughout the burglary, you can ask him to stop. If you do find it upsetting, you say stop, I phone him, and he will stop at that point.
Right.
OK?
Hi, Dom.
Everything's OK. Off you go.
Yeah. OK.
Let's see where he's going to go.
I think he's going to crack the window.
You think so?
Yeah,
Which window?
the left, bottom left panel.
In the front door. Oh,
Nice garage.
that came away a bit easy, didn't it? Was it rotten?
Yeah, that's been a while.
Look at him. He's bold as brass.
The frightening thing is,
What, Shelley?
he's not bothered.
Exactly. He couldn't give a monkey's.
No.
You know where he's going now? He's heading for that kitchen door.
Oh my God.
Oh, he's got
How
through that
quick.
lock.
Yeah, but how quick it got through?
Why do you think he's got a bin bag?
He's got to fill
Fill it
it.
up.
I didn't think of that.
You don't think he's going to put the rubbish out then?
No, I guess not.
That's the stereo, isn't it?
Yeah.
On top of the microwave.
That was 20 quid. It's hardly worth crying over. He's not took anything that's not valuable to me. The only thing that he'd be able to take that's valuable is something that isn't valuable to anybody else.
Okay, let's assume you walked in there and found him in your kitchen. Would you tackle him or would you turn and run?
I'd tell him to just get out.
You'd stand there and tell him to get out.
Yeah, I'm not a violent person. I wouldn't confront anybody if they weren't hurting me. What's he doing? He's looking at a few books. He shouldn't be there.
He's looking for money behind him, I reckon.
Yeah,
There's
look,
something behind him.
it's all your girls' books going all over the place.
That's senseless to me. There's no need for it. There's nothing there. There's nothing of any value. You can see that. If he's looking at paperwork, fine. That's senseless. That's the mentality of it. I think. I don't know if I was a professional burglar, I'd be looking for money or something that's valuable. There's nothing of value there.
No, but he doesn't know that, does he?
Yeah, he's looking through all your drawers. That's personal. Oh my God.
Do you hide anything in any of these drawers?
No, I've nothing to hide. The worry is now is in the office, and that's where all the personal stuff is, and it's
Oh
always.
my God. Don't look at your house.
No, he's going to go in for the personal stuff now, and that's where all the bills and everything are. That's the danger.
Why is that a danger?
Oh God, he could falsify my name, couldn't he? He could literally do anything with that. He's got all the bank statements out there, or he's got my mortgage stuff out there. Everything that I've got is protected with the companies. All the companies that I work with have got protection for theft and also online stuff as well.
So everything you've got is protected except the house you actually live in.
The house is protected under insurance. From my point of view,
Yeah, but would the insurance pay out? Because if they come around, they come and check all your locks and things day before they pay out. Believe me, they do, because my mum got burgled. And if you haven't got the locks on, they won't pay out.
That's right, Dave.
I know I've got a lock on, haven't I?
He didn't need a lock, he just lifted the back door off. Ripped it off, Dave.
See, he spends a lot of time in there. That's a concern. But again, it is only a phone call away, and I've got all my records.
Well, what's he looking at?
Okay, where are all these records you've got? Where are they kept?
I'm going to tell you on the computer now, aren't I?
That's where they are, aren't they?
Yeah, and if he takes out, that's half my life gone.
Right.
And like you said earlier, I'm not doing a backup.
Well, your computer's gone. So now you've got no protection, no security, and no records.
Oh my God.
Oh, Dave, he's seen your video collection.
Oh no.
Well, they're nicely on display, aren't they?
And they're in order.
Oh my God. No.
They were in order.
Right, I'm a bit cross now. Pissed me off, that.
It has.
Yeah.
Your room.
Is there anything in here that would upset you if it got stolen?
The fog watch.
He's probably looking for money. Because that's where I look. Oh my God.
Oh, that's going to take me ages to sort that. Yeah, there come my diaries. There you go. There's all my songs. Yeah, cheers. That's respect for you. Just picked something up. He's not checked what it is. He's picked up a file of facts thinking it's got information, and it's not. It's got birthdays.
It'd kill me, for me. If somebody was in my house like that, it would kill me. I couldn't. It'd be terrible. I couldn't be the same in my house.
Well, he's made a right mess, but he hasn't found your dad's watch yet, has he?
Well, we've seen it now. There you go. And there's the front watch.
Well, I think it's taking the whole bowl by the looks of it. Well, then it is just sitting on top of the dresser, isn't it?
Yeah. Right. He's going to be careful now. He can have that. Take that tele because it broke.
Well, he doesn't know that. But it's your little girl's room.
He can take it.
What is he doing in here? He seems to be spending some time now.
Right, that's... That again, that's pissed me off. There's no need for that. That's just... He's not a human being doing that.
Oh, I'm not going through all that stuff.
Why do you think he's stealing all your girls' clothes?
He's obviously got what he wants and just leaving a little bit of crap behind as well, and he's took the bedclothes off as well.
Well, now, why is he taking a bed quilt?
Probably because he can sell it. He's probably got kids. Give it them.
At this point, if you walked in, would you still just ask him to leave politely?
If I found him, I think I'm big enough and daft enough to confront him.
Right. But basically, most of that time, you said there, I'd ask him to leave politely.
Yeah, that's before he went into the kids' room.
Imagine this was your house, Shelley.
Oh no, I couldn't stand it. It frightens me to death because if they did go through the front door, we'd be straight up to the little girl's room, and that frightens me.
He's emptying your dustbins for you.
No, he's going to fill it, isn't he? See, he's not as daft as he looks, is he?
No, he's not.
He's taking the bloody blanket.
Putting it in the bin.
He obviously wants to line what he's stealing, doesn't he? Make sure he doesn't get ruined.
That's your PC gone, along with all the pictures of your girls, and you hadn't even backed them up. There go your stereos. I was told about this. Some burglars use wheelie bins to take away what they've pinched, and then they come out later with a car to pick it all up.
Just looks like a bloody bin.
He looks like a bin man.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Take his gloves off. Walk down the road. Now, I don't think you'd question a bloke like that, would you?
No.
At that stage, now, no one would stop him and ask him what he's up to.
No.
He looks like a guy putting the bins out. Talk me through that. How are you feeling now?
I feel sick.
Nobody's got hurt. Someone could have got hurt, and nobody's got hurt.
But you surely would now have to try and hide the fact that this has happened from your girls.
Well, that's my job as a parent, isn't it? To protect them from all that.
Yeah, but likewise, you say that, it's your job as a parent to make your house secure, isn't it?
Well, after seeing that, I think that's the first thing I'm going to do. That's the kick on the backside that I needed.
You said earlier you thought your home security was zero. You laughed. You mocked it.
I know, and until seeing that, there was no need. Yeah, that's it. I was blasé about it. It wasn't important, but now it is.
For petty burglars, the use of wheelie bins is on the up. But fortunately, latest police figures show that burglary as a crime is going down. Between April and October 2004, Cheshire Police recorded a massive 33% drop in domestic burglary.
Cheshire Police, can I help you?
Safety officer Malcolm Hughes has some tips for busy parents.
There's quite a number of things that a busy family with children can actually do, and I think one of the good things is to get to know your neighbours. When we can draw on the community to be a little bit self-supporting, that's a good thing that can happen. When you have a young family, clearly there's lots of toys, bicycles and other things left about. We're creating opportunity, and the one thing that we need to remove are those opportunities for crimes to be committed. I'd fly the flag for property marking. Property marking makes property unique. It makes it less attractive to the thief because they really don't want to be stealing something if it's got a postcode all over it with house numbers and things like that. So property marking is an excellent deterrent. I know for the busy family that home security is quite a low priority, but by neglecting some sensible and practical advice, you are putting your children very much at risk, really.
Malcolm's advice seems as simple as ABC, if only David listened earlier. But after watching the burglary, it seems Dave's now getting an education in home security. So will coming face to face with the devastation that Mike's left teach him another lesson?
Oh, look at the state of it, aren't they?
Always miss the money.
What money?
That's why I keep me board money, my maintenance money.
Is it?
Yeah. Made a mess.
Yeah.
It's took the computer. See, the Disney stuff, yeah, that's pretty gutting.
The seriousness of Dave's neglect on his security is beginning to hit home, and he's yet to see the chaos left in his little girl's room.
Right, this is the only thing I was worried about, the room.
And?
I think what you said earlier, the kids could have been in, but they weren't, and that's the reality of it. That's the positive. I try to see a positive in everything, and that is the positive in this, that nobody was in. There's nothing broken. After tomorrow, there was nothing there apart from what was there before.
Oh, Dave, you're not going to be happy with this one.
I'm certainly not bothered about this.
But look at the state of it.
It's just a clean-up job now.
It's more than a clean-up job. I mean, look at the state of it. I can't even stand up straight in here. If this was my house, Dave, I would be pulling out what little hair I had left. It would drive me absolutely mad.
You got a burger last night, then?
You're cracking jokes!
It's no bother.
Well, now we've viewed the house, I've got to say, I think you're more upset than Dave, and you don't even live here.
Yeah, that's right.
Dave, you really have taken it in stride.
I'm surprised myself, I suppose, especially with the kids around.
But I'll tell you what, if this had happened for real, you'd have all the problems of the burglary, and all the things that go with it. But you wouldn't get a chance to meet the burglar.
Yeah.
You will do now. Do you both feel ready to meet him?
I do.
I don't really want to. I've got 2 kids and it'd freak me out meeting him.
You don't have to. I mean, it's here in case you want to ask me any questions, but if you feel uncomfortable about it, you just call the shots, you say no, and you can go.
No, I don't want to meet him.
That's fair enough.
Really don't.
Definitely not?
Definitely not.
All right. I don't blame you. You shoot off. You go take care of your kids.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
Cheers, Shelley.
See you, Shell.
See ya.
Dave, that means it's you and the burglar, 1-to-1 to have a chinwag.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
He's in the kitchen. Mike, come and meet Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Don't want to shake your hand yet. Is that fair enough?
Yeah, of course it is.
Is there anything that Mike did that you found totally unnecessary or very aggravating?
When you move stuff which had no worth at all in the kids' room, like I can understand you might want to do it for your own mark or whatever. I didn't see a point in going in the kids' room. It's about being a human being at the end of the day. I mean, if you're desperate and you need money for something, fine, I can understand that. If you're just doing it to piss somebody off, well, that's no fun, that. I don't see the fun in that.
It's how a burglar would go through a house.
Yeah.
It doesn't respect anything.
No.
It's just a case of trying to get what he can.
Mike, what about Dave's house? I mean, the way you came in was quite unique. That door fell off in your hands.
Yeah.
Did you find it surprisingly vulnerable?
I thought the house is very vulnerable, but I suppose in situations like this you always think, you know, people like Dave just don't really care about that as long as his children are okay. And I mean, it's apparent once you're in here, it's all about the children.
You're smiling, Dave, but it is, isn't it?
And that's kind of like a compliment, isn't it?
It is a compliment, yes. Yeah.
I am sorry though. You're actually making me feel worse about it now.
Well, you know, you've got to go to bed with yourself at night, haven't you? So look yourself in the mirror. And I can do that every morning without regret, so.
Do you know, Dave, you've turned the tables. You've got the burglar feeling bad.
You say sorry, I say thank you for kicking me up the backside and giving me a wake-up call. So, and that's what I said before, so it's a kind of mutual respect. I'll shake your hand now.
He'll be buying you a beer next, Mike.
Well, yeah, I'll get you a beer, no problem. I've not got a problem with
that. Remember how Mike got in? Well, had this been a real burglary, the chances are he would have left some clues behind for a crime scene investigator like Kev Pritchard to find. Kev would have been one of the first people at the scene and would comb the house and the surrounding areas for evidence to help the police in the search for the offender.
Hi Kev, this looks rather interesting.
Yeah, what I'm doing is carrying out a speculative search for fibres from clothing. We know our offenders came in through this way. Obviously, this damage hasn't been caused by the householder, so any evidence we find in this area is likely to belong to our offender.
And are you just likely to get fibres?
Well, fibres initially, but given that we shed between 50 and 100 head hairs a day, hopefully I'm going to pick up a few hairs as well.
What would happen if the burglar was like me and bald as a baby's bum? Would he get away with it?
Well, there's a better chance of getting away with it, but we can still pick up eyebrow hairs and eyelash hairs, and we can still gain the same amount of information.
OK, now, and let's say you find a hair on there, which is great. What then would happen to it?
This would then be taken back to the lab and analysed. We can tell the length of the hair initially, we can tell the colour of the hair, we can tell roughly how long ago they had it cut. We can maybe even tell which part of the world that person came from. Asians differ from Africans, different from Europeans. That's before we look at the hair root. So if we've got the hair root, of course, we can get a DNA profile as well.
So what happens to that then?
It'd be put on the DNA database and compared with the DNA on there. If the person hasn't been caught for a criminal offence in the past, then his DNA is not going to be on there. But it will remain on the DNA database in case he commits an offence at a later date.
As people get older and hair goes grey or falls out or goes curly, does the DNA change?
No, DNA stays the same throughout your life.
OK, so if you get hairs, there's a good chance we can get our man.
It'd be great if I could get a few hairs, yeah.
All right, well, I'll leave it and get back on with it.
OK.
Cheers, Kev. Dave may have forgiven Mike for the break-in, but will he still forgive him when he finds out what Mike would have done with his precious belongings? Dave, table full of stuff, but anything here surprise you?
There's 4 things that tug at the heartstrings: the Disney collection, the 4-track, the fob watch and the ball. I mean, why would you pinch the ball?
This would actually go onto a car boot sale around this area, pass it on there and sell it on.
Now, who is it? Warrington Wolves. What would you get for that?
20 quid.
How much is it worth?
Priceless.
OK.
I quite like this watch. I would have said it's an antique and quite valuable. I do like this, it's really nice.
Now, this is your dad's watch, you can't replace that. You don't even know it's gold, do you?
No.
But if that went, I mean, what would you get for it in a shop?
I don't know, to be honest with you, Dom. I thought it was gold because it's quite heavy and it's a good quality one. So I don't know, I would take it into a jeweller's and just get it valued.
That's your heirloom from your dad. That must hurt.
No, I mean, he gave it me as a gift, and that gesture was given. That's just a thought in my mind now.
With a PC like that, Mike, would you just knock that out cheaply, or would you try and hack into it to get any information off?
I would have gone through that computer. I would have felt you would have got quite a lot of information off that.
Is anything on there password protected?
Everything is.
It is?
Yeah.
And would a burglar be able to get through a lot of those passwords?
Not the burglar, no, but there's other people who can get into it, even if you've put passwords on there.
Now, Mike, video films, surely there's no second-hand value in those.
No, they're not really. He's got a very good collection of Walt Disney classics, and I would just pass them on to my children.
Dave, you said that's a 4-track. I haven't got a clue how much that's worth. How much would that cost to replace?
A couple of £100 now, probably.
Mike, what do you reckon you'd get for that?
Well, I'd pass that on to a music shop. You know, that takes in second-hand goods and probably £50.
Now, how do you know that's not security marked?
This is the thing I always find. People don't usually security mark their stuff. I would check it, you just put a light over it and see, but I wouldn't say that was marked.
Is anything of yours marked?
No.
What a surprise. Anything you regret taking, Mike?
No, there was a couple of things I was disappointed I missed out on, because once I decided this was the bin, I was taking that away, I couldn't get the guitars in.
We saw him taking those.
Yeah. The guitars would have actually stood out and people would have noticed that and gone into the bin. I wanted to keep the bin lid closed down, so the guitars I had to leave.
OK, Dave, have a guess, mate. How much would all that lot be to replace?
I don't know, roughly about £1,200.
£1,200. Mike? How much?
500.
500 quid. Does that hurt?
No.
Right, now we're going to get it all put back where it belongs. We're going to start improving your home security.
All right, Mucker.
Mucker? By Mike's reckoning, he got away with around £500 worth of goods. But where would he have sold it? Take Dave's fob watch. One place he could have palmed it off is a shop seen on most high streets, a pawnbroker's. Pawnbrokers offer a loan service whereby you can exchange jewellery and other goods for money. But is it so easy? First of all, they will ask you for photo ID.
You got anything with your address on it?
Yeah, I've got a bill. Then they may ask for a receipt of purchase to prevent any stolen items being sold. They also keep a record of every transaction and monitor every customer on CCTV. So Mike's chances of making a quick buck here are extremely ugly. Dave's carefree attitude to his house security even extended to his insurance. He was adamant he was covered, but Shelley is more security savvy. Remember what she said?
Because my mum got burgled. And if you haven't got the locks on, they won't pay out.
That's right, Dave.
I know, I've got a lock on, haven't I?
Well, maybe that's not enough. Before we let our security team loose, I've asked insurance expert Pauline Quayle to look over his policy and tell us if Dave would have been covered.
With the basic policy cover Dave has, he would have been paid out if this had been a burglary. However, David elected to have a discount on his premium by having specific locks on his front and back doors.
And I bet you're going to tell me those locks don't come up to scratch.
Afraid not.
So really, as a rule of thumb, Dave wouldn't have got a penny.
No, not in this instance, unfortunately.
Right, so really, the moral of the story is to read the small prints, get decent locks all the way around and use a bit of common sense.
Yes, and don't forget to take some responsibility for your own safety, because that's paramount.
Good point. Thank you, Pauline.
With the booty returned and the house cleaned up, it's time to secure Dave's property and to make sure it meets the requirements of his insurance policy. So if this ever happened for real, he'll be covered. We've called in our professional team of security experts, headed up by Brad Walton, to get the job done. Locks, doors, gates and even a safe.
It's a smart looking safe. It's got electronically operated keypad on the front, battery operated. That is now going to be fitted to the floor, bolted, and to the wall, bolted in a secure area.
Somewhere for Dave to keep all his valuables.
Exactly.
The only thing is, I don't know if you'll get a full Disney collection in there.
He might not get it all in, but he'll get half of it in.
Cost of keeping your valuables safe, £80.
We're looking at the internal door from the garage to the house. That's going to be fitted with a 5-lever mortise deadlock.
Right, that's quite important because Mike went through with just a kick to the bottom.
Yeah, well, right. That's going to be fitted, so there'll be physically 2 on there then. Good. And that'll make it a lot stronger as well. And we're going to go to the front door. We're going to be fitting this double locking night latch,
right,
which is it's lockable as well from inside, so that's very strong.
To secure both doors, that's £50.
OK, the old favourite, sash jammers.
Yes, again, then we're going to be going round on each window and the perimeter. They'll be going on the patio doors, and they're going to make it a lot more difficult, obviously, to get in through them windows.
Window security, 60 nicker.
What about down the side, the alleyway?
Well, on the side, we're going to be fitting quite a high panelled gate, and that's going to be padlocked from the inside.
Price of securing the side entrance, just £70.
We've got a heavy-duty locking bar. It's going to be fitted to the shed with a physical 5-lever mortise padlock.
Great. Shed security, price of one video, a tenner.
Mike used the wheelie bin to wheel all the stuff away in.
Very cheeky, wasn't he?
We're going to actually chain them together, so it'll make it a lot more difficult for them to be manoeuvred around.
Cost of chain and lock, £15.
And finally, the garage door. That's obviously where Mike got in. That'll be fitted to the front, it'll be locked from inside, and it'll have also a lock on the outside.
£160 for a spanking new garage door. All in all, excluding labour, just £445. And there's even something Dave can help with. Tidying the garden. The price of fitting all of Dave's new security measures may seem expensive, but for a doting dad to protect his children from burglary, it's priceless.
Well, the hard work's all done, and Dave's certainly a happier man.
Oh, yeah.
But will our security shake-up meet the approval of Mike Fraser? Mike.
Come.
Now, we think we've done very well with this one. See if you can find fault.
Right, okay. Front door, good quality lock there, and a good quality deadlock there. So this front door, very secure. I love this garage because it stands out, it's white, it looks new, looks clean and tidy. One locked on.
Ah, forget it, Mike. There's bolts both sides on the inside.
Well, they're great. Again, secure here. This gate here, great. You know, right across the front of the house now is totally secure. These bins, padlock on it. You might think that looks stupid, but it's great because people can see you've got a padlock on there, and as long as you use it, nobody's going to try and walk down the road with 2 bins. So the front of the house, yes, Dom, you've done a great job.
Lovely. You wait till you see round the back.
Well, the window locks on there are a great deterrent. I thought this was pretty secure anyway. It wouldn't have been the first choice to come in anyway. No. Locks on here and there, again, great, but you must take this key out. The shed, you've got a good Haspin staple on there, good padlock, so again, that is great. The only thing that does concern me is this fence being out.
I mean, it's for the kids to play together. They've got to get in and out of each other's houses.
The thing is, what you've got to remember is that, you know, somebody could actually break in next door and come in here because it's, you know, it's not there, the fence, they can walk through.
Dave, there's a really easy answer here. Just get a gate put between the 2 gardens.
Suppose I could make one.
No, Dave, no, definitely not. No making it. Get a professional to put a gate in between the 2 gardens.
I'll have a word with my neighbour.
How do you feel about it all?
I feel secure now.
Seriously?
Seriously, great, yeah.
Do you think we've beaten the burglar?
Have we?
You definitely have. It's a real safe and secure environment.
Good, man. Cheers, thanks for coming.
Michelle, it's lovely to see you again.
Thank you very much, Dom.
Are you all okay now?
All okay.
You did find it a bit upsetting, didn't you?
I did.
I've got to say, it's one of the strangest burglaries I've ever witnessed. Dave, the house owner, walks around his house, it's all been trashed, kid's bedroom, doesn't even raise his heartbeat. And Shelley, you're the good Samaritan who lives next door and came round to help Dave, and you got very upset. Why do you think that was?
Because I've got 2 kids, and I mean, obviously the place was trashed and it was the mess, and he went in the kids' rooms, and to me that shocked me.
Dave, tell me about the last 2 days. How's it been for you?
I suppose it's been an education. I've surprised myself in some parts, especially with the kids' room. I was concerned. Things that were taken, I wasn't bothered about, even the video collection. Everything was replaceable. Nobody got hurt, nobody was here. So.
Well, it's a very noble attitude. But I've got to say as well, Shelley, the front of the house now is looking lovely. New garage door, new locks on your door, Dave, and a new gate. I mean, it makes the whole neighbourhood look nicer now.
It does, it looks fantastic now.
Do you think we've covered all of Dave's needs?
Yeah, I think you have. The security aspect is brilliant, but all he needs now, I'd say, a good woman.
A woman, Dave! That I can't help you with. Security I can. Good luck for the future.
Cheers, mate.
We've turned a burglar's playground into a burglar's nightmare, which means Dave should never have to go through something like this again. If Dave can turn over a new leaf, so can you. So whether you're snowed under with children or single and carefree, it's never too late to beat the burglar.